All right, welcome to another video on the trading channel by Devin Roberts. Right here, we're going to break down Dogecoin once again and see my price projection and how I'm straight looking at it by using just price action and technical analysis. You also have to be mindful that cryptocurrencies are going to really be pumped by fundamentals, by people supporting them, and like Elon Musk and like Mark Cuban and these guys. That's the main reason why cryptocurrency always push up or push down when some company adopts it or when some high influencer promotes it. You know what I'm trying to say? So always make sure, besides looking at technical analysis when it comes to crypto, you really want to be mindful of all the fundamentals that are being dropped every single day. So constantly look up credible websites about crypto and who talk about this and who talk about that and what Elon Musk is saying and what Mark Cuban is saying and what cities are adapting to crypto and what companies and banks are also adapting to crypto and using that token as a currency or a means of method to buy something, to provide something, right? That's the main thing about crypto. But right now, we're going to look at it from a technical standpoint. And first, we're going to look in the past and see what happened before and how you could have got it for a buy the last time I did this video. If you saw my previous Dogecoin analysis, I said I was looking for the buy when price action broke above 40 cents and then retested right back to it. And you see how we have that. It broke above here and then it pulled back to that same exact level, that past level of support and resistance. Seeing this breakout right there was very significant. And that was what was looking for. This right here, a 3-hour breakout and a 3-hour pullback. If you go down to the 2-hour, you're going to see that big morning star pattern right there is where I got it from my buy and rode it all the way to the top side. And like I said, guys, right, if you're seeing right here in the past, you can see how you have this overall long-term trend line. Like this is where price action repeatedly respected it in the past before taking off all the way to the top side for that huge impulsive move. So this trend line you see right here, this is my overall trend line where I'm looking for price action for the long-term buys, right? So if price action can continue back to the downside and then bam, right, I can get right back in for another buy at that same exact trend line. In this case, it's a support system, being that price action can push all the way back to the top side, just like so. So these are things you always gotta be patient and look for and just wait for until it happens and you get in for that trade just like that. So this overall trend line right here is my long-term buy trend line. And while I'm looking for price action, if you do come back to that level, I'm going to get it for a buy right here and ride it out even longer in the long-term approach. But right now also, look at this right here, right? Looking at currently what price action is doing right now, and you constantly always got to be coming back to the charts. As far as being a trader, you always got to come back to the charts every now and then to see the new evidence, because new things pop up every hour, every 3 hours, every 4 hours, and every day. You're going to find new candlestick confirmation and just new patterns along the way to find out how you can adjust and do things differently and also look at it in a different way to find your perfect entry. So seeing it just like this, guys, right? Let's go down to the 2-hour. Don't forget, we said before, we have that overall long-term buy trend line. But right now, we are just right here, the same exact way. So now we can look at it from this standpoint. We have a level of resistance right here, level of support right here, level of resistance right here. We have a level of support right here, a level of support right here. And the same thing goes for this right here. We have this touch right here. We have this touch right here. And the same thing goes for this right here. In the last level of resistance, we have this touch as well as this right here. Now let's go down to the 1 hour so we can see a better picture of what's truly going on. But purely price action is very simple. It's always going to come back to the same exact levels and pretty much do the same movements every single time. And that's why looking for entry using price action is so very simple. Okay, so right now looking at Dogecoin, you see we have 4 distinctive price level, right? Looking at this level, this one, and every price action level you see, it has a very determined price. Like this level here is 66.75, right? Or somewhere in between. And every level has their own like determined price of where you're looking for a buy or looking for a sell. Now, seeing how Dogecoin happened in the past, right? Since that breakout, let's see what happened. We saw it break above 40 cents and then pull back to it exactly how we expected, right? And it pushed all the way to the top side. Another impulsive move. And here's the correction back to the top side. Another impulsive move. And here was the correction where it could have kept pushing up and up and up and going back to the top side, but that didn't happen, right? So if it would have broken above level of 68 cents or around 70 cents and then pulled back to it, I would have got it for another buy and rid it all the way to the top side to $1 per token. Now that's my projection, right? If it can break above 70 cents per coin and then pull back to it, I'm gonna go for the buy just like that and ride it all the way to $1 per coin. Now seeing this also, right? The same exact way that happened right here in the past, how it broke out of this long-term resistance, it pulled back, that was our entry, and we ride it all the way to the top side. You're looking for the same thing that happened once again. If it can break out of 78 cents or 70 cents per token and retest back to it, you can get it for a buy there and ride it for a long-term objective all the way to the top side, a very, very simple way. But looking at Dogecoin right now, we see how it found support at the same exact past level of support, right? It found support at the same exact past level it did once before. Now, seeing it this way, we see how it broke above that past little downtrend. You see an impulsive move, correction, impulsive move, correction, impulsive move, correction. You see that time and time again. Here was an impulsive move. It could have retested here and it fell even lower, but instead it pushed back above that level and now we're trying to pull back to it. So now we're looking at this objective right about here. The same touch here, the same exact touch here, the same thing time and time again. But now look at this, right? It broken above this level. So now we're looking for the pullback here, just like this. And it could go even further and retest here and go even further. And once it breaks and retests, like we said before, that 78 or 70 level per token, we're going for a buy just like that. So this right here will be one choice to go for a buy once it breaks out of that level, or when it comes back to the overall long-term buy, right? That trend line we saw on a 3 and 4 hour, if it comes back there, we can look for a long-term buy opportunity. So no matter which way I'm looking at it, I am looking for a long-term outlook. I do believe that Dogecoin is going to be $1 or even more per token because so many people are adapting to it. So many guys are buying into it. It's becoming more popular every single day. And that's the main thing you need about cryptocurrency is popularity. You need guys to buy it along with you. Like I said, besides these coins, most of them don't produce nothing or do anything or have any kind of technology behind it. So the main push for it is guys adapting, is banks adapting, is heavy influencers adapting to it and using it as an alternative means to buy or purchase anything, right? Which is the same exact thing, right? So like Mark Cuban right now, he's allowing guys to buy Mavericks merchandise using Dogecoin. So that's a way to buy something using your cryptocurrency, alternative means from using just USD cash, right? So that's the main thing about this, right? You want to have a long-term outlook. You want to be patient. You got to realize that Dogecoin don't take off. It hasn't taken off for years. It's been since 2013 to now, it has not done much movement until now recently, right? So you got to realize sometimes the cryptocurrencies can take years, 8 years at the most sometimes to really even take off or do anything. So this right here is my outlook on Dogecoin USD. Like I said before, it breaks above 68 cents or 70 cents per token. I'm going for my buy and holding it long term. Like I said, it can recorrect here and go long term buy or break above here now and go short term buy to the top side. But this right here is Dogecoin. I see you in the next video, guys. Have a good day.